Well, before I show you the tire itself, you can see the manufacturer date on the tire. Now that's before 2000. That's why it's got $4.99. The month is $4.99 is the year. So this is it's an 18-year-old tire. That's one of the reasons this tire blew up too. It's a Douglas, but it's old. And I think if you well, just to show you the results, what happened was I hit a pothole. I hit a pothole and it just blew. And I'll show you the other side. Right there. See that? And this tire didn't even show any like splits in it or nothing too. Didn't show any visible splits. Maybe it does now because it was riding on the rim. But look at the tread. See that? That tread looks freaking really solid. Now I was definitely going to change these tires before I go up to freaking Tennessee. Now I did put 2 new back tires on about a year or so ago. Cooper Weathermaster Performance winter tires, and they're made in the USA, and they're manufactured in the USA. Plus it's a USA company. That's Cooper, and I got 2 of those coming for the front, and they're going to go on there probably Thursday or Friday when I get them. That's what's going on there. Cooper Weathermaster, so they'll be in the front and the back. And eventually I'll get a different spare. The spare looks good, but I don't know how old it is. Probably should check. But yeah, hit a pothole. Actually, there's no signs that the tire was bad. And I'll show you the little clip where I was changing the tire on the side of the road. Guy came to help me, but I didn't really need any help. But it was kind of cool. It happened right by a farm. And there was a little turnoff for the farm where I pulled onto the pavement. I was like, wow, nice. And $4.99. So well, that's what happens when you got old tires. Hit a pothole and the whole thing blew out. That guy over there on the farm came over to help me too, which is kind of cool. So changing it. I'm using my AC Delco. I want to get some few new tires though. I knew I was going to get some before I went up to Tennessee, but they look good. They look good, but these are old. So anyway, that came in handy, and the AC Delco jack came in handy. We'll see if we make it the rest of the way here. Now this tire is a 1906. That means it's the 19th month. So that's like the beginning of May or something like that. 06, which is an old tire, but it's a piece of shit. So this was my spare. I could see, it's got some dry rot on it. I'm gonna probably, well, I'll change the spare too. I might just put a Douglas for the spare, because I don't think I'll be using the spare too much. But maybe not. Maybe I'll get another Cooper Weathermaster for the spare too. I'm not sure. But never thought I'd need a spare tire. So anyway, we'll check the age. See, that's how that one's day coded. It's got 1906. That's the 19th week of the what do you call it? Here's my Mr. Meow Meow again. The 19th week of the year of that year, 19th week of 06. This one's probably a 99 tire too. They look good. Oh no. This one's 0506. That's why this one did this one. That one that was from 99, I didn't realize that was a 99 tire. This is 0506. This is an old tire too. Actually, what I'll probably do is I'll use this one as my spare. This tire doesn't have any dry rot on it, and I like the tread pattern on this Douglas Extra Tracks. This is the Extra Track regular, not the 2. This is an 06. That's a pretty old tire, but I'll use this as a spare. This will be my spare when I get the Coopers in, instead of buying another spare. Hey, I get all my money out of everything, So, just want to point that out, and you'll see my little clip. I was out there inside the road. And that's how I like to think of things are in Hazard County. People help you, because that's exactly what that guy was going to help me. I didn't need his help, but he was cool. He came over. There's a guy on the Came over on his little lawn tractor thing from the farm, and he was going to help me out. Now, I'm going to also tell you about those date codes again. They may mean something, and let me say this. If the tire was stored in a warehouse, or if the car was up on blocks inside a garage with no UV lights hanging on it, okay, you're probably not going to have as much problem with those freaking codes. You know, if the tires are out of the sunlight in a car, in a tire, let's say for instance the cars were stored in the garage and they were off the rims and they were out of the sunlight, they can last a hell of a lot longer. If the car is sitting to wait on them, and especially if they're in UV light, that'll greatly shorten the life. So, you know, you can kind of take it different ways with those date codes. You don't necessarily mean they're all going to go to shit, okay? That's the way it is. All right, so just figured I'd tell you that. And that's just the common sense rule. That's not by the Beck book rule. I mean, it's possible that a 20-year-old tire that was stored in a climate conditioned garage in a wrapper is probably going to be, it's not going to deteriorate worth of crap, you know what I'm saying? But if it's even a few years old and it's out there in the Arizona sun and if the sun is beating down on it and you got the weight of a truck on it or something like that, it's probably going to be worse off than one that's much, much older than that was stored in a cool garage and no weight on it, with no sunlight on it. So, you know, that tire though, like I said, didn't show any visible cracking. But man, when I hit that pothole, it was a big pothole, boom, that did it.